Stuntwoman turned bad attorney.
Vanessa Mata used the TV airwaves to advertise her business. A former stuntwoman turned plaintiff's lawyer, she represented people hurt in car crashes. As did Jason Giles, a principal at the King firm. They also advertised heavily on local TV. But the two now find themselves as criminal defendants, charged with wire fraud, mail fraud, obstruction of justice, and witness tampering. The U.S. Attorney's Office saying both participated in a scheme in which they intentionally staged automobile collisions with other vehicles in the New Orleans metropolitan area. The scheme included individuals who rode in automobiles as passengers, knowing they would be part of staged collisions. Those individuals later lied as part of fraudulent insurance claims and fraudulent lawsuits based on the staged collisions. Here's what the FBI told us back in 2020 about staged wrecks and how it impacts you.
Every citizen in this country who has insurance is affected by these schemes. And in this case, it's a very egregious scheme.
Former U.S. Attorney Harry Rosenberg weighing in on the charges against local lawyers.
That is a rarity, and it's something very serious that I think people are going to be taking a hard look at.
The FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office launching the federal probe just months after WDSU Investigates broke the story in November 2018. Our investigative team made aware of what was going on after numerous lawyers for trucking companies came to us and pointed out how the same people were involved in multiple crashes and the same law firms were involved over and over and over again. Notably, the Mata firm and the King Law Firm.
About the same time you launched this investigation and story and expose, I was being approached by defense lawyers representing trucking companies that they insured, lawyers on behalf of the insurers for those trucking companies, telling me about multiple cases with the same fact scenario, the same venue.
That's former insurance commissioner Jim Donelon. His office also launching its own probe because things just didn't add up.
It defies logic and explanation.
State laws were eventually changed to better protect truck drivers who have to carry $1 million in liability insurance in this state. And as the federal probe continued, more and more people were picked up and eventually pleaded guilty. Over 50 who admitted to driving into tractor trailers to stage wrecks and then collect big paychecks. Back in 2020, the U.S. Attorney then, Peter Strasser, was outspoken about the scheme.
I have one word for you, it's outrageous.
That year, one lawyer, Danny Keating, pleaded guilty and is still awaiting sentencing. The feds say he collected over $1 million and handled over 77 fraudulent cases.
Who are the other attorneys that are listed in the indictment?
While Keating didn't tell us anything back then, the feds have now charged Mata and Giles. It took years for the FBI and U.S. Attorney to get those charges filed. Keating is expected to be a witness at the trial, as are numerous other lawyers who sources say received transactional immunity for their cooperation against Mata and Giles. Mata is using former federal prosecutor Sean Toomey as her lawyer, and Giles has former Orleans Parish Criminal Court Judge Linda Van Davis. Both have pleaded not guilty. The judge in this case is Wendy Vitter, who's a Trump appointee, and the trial is expected to last 4 to 5 weeks. Both defendants are innocent until proven guilty, but the head of the largest watchdog agency in the state says staging car accidents has to stop.
This is a form of corruption, and it absolutely affects everybody in the state of Louisiana.
And for a more in-depth breakdown, take a look at this. We have an interactive page on our website. You can click on it and scroll through it. We have a summary. We have all of the defendants, who the key players are, the lawyers, the judges involved, and we have all the important definitions, key figures, and a really detailed timeline. Everything we have covered since we broke this story back in 2018 on Staged Wrecks. It is on WDSU.com and on all of our social media platforms and our free app right now.